Hey, what's good? It's Megane once again, and I was making some footage for the patrons. Yeah, I'm a bit behind. I'm working on it, but I found some footage that would be useful on how you, if you have an airbrush and you're done with your painting session, how to break down and clean your airbrush at the end of your painting session. And I thought it'd be useful. I mean, yeah, well, I figured why not. So here you go and enjoy. Okay, so here's what you're gonna need. Here's what you're gonna need. Well, first you're gonna need an airbrush, obviously, and you're gonna need a dirty airbrush. Okay, and here's the airbrush and stuff, everything that I'll be using to clean the airbrush. Oh, I will be using my Gallery Barbatos Rex Swallowtail A series triple nozzle. I'll be cleaning this one. This one is actually already dirty. I used it last night for that primer I just showed you. So we're gonna clean this. It's a little bit dirty in here. Not really. You can't. Let me see if I can. Well, the light. I gotta bring the light forward. Maybe that's what I need to do. Eh. Real time. Bring the light forward. Boom. Here we go. See, now you can. Ooh, look at that. There you go. It's a little bit dirty. Not really. Maybe you gotta be above it. Anyways. Yeah, but you can probably see the dirt here. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I could just take this part. There you go. You can see it's all dirty and grody and everything. So we gotta clean that up. And the reason why we're cleaning it up is because I was running some tests and here's the test. Actually, the test is right here. I wanted to make a glow-in-the-dark primer. So I wanted to combine this Mecha Empire Air Force White primer with some glow-in-the-dark yellow powder that I got off of Amazon from my previous video. And it came out actually okay. But I intentionally oversprayed it, and this is how it came out. And I'm a little bit worried on how it affects the plastic, so to speak. Now, I was scratching it, granted, with my nail, but it looked like it kind of melted slash bonded with the plastic, which I guess is fine, maybe. But, well, I would like to see how this reacts with other white primers. So, now we already put it on the eyes, but for the time being, that project of trying to use it for other color ideas or inspirations is on hold indefinitely with this brand of primers. It is what it is. Nothing too well. Oof. And this is what testing is all about. You do things on purpose just to see how it looks. So this is how I spray. Me doing regular, like doing some coats. Oh well, here we go. Hold up. Ooh, got the lights bright today. Something like that. Anyways. Yeah. So, gotta clean the airbrush. Clean that out. I want to play it safe and do a thorough clean before I move on to the next colors. So, you got a dirty airbrush, just like me. Take the lid off. I didn't even use that much paint. Anyways. So, we're going to clean the cup, clean the needle, and clean the tips here and whatnot. And I'll show you all that. But the thing about it is, to clean it, you're also going to need to turn on your air compressor. So that's what I'm going to do. First, I got to plug mine in. Let me plug it in. All right, plugged in. Yeah, it's going to be a longsies. Don't remember what the stick was used for. It's some of the dirty. Plugged in. And you're going to need a spray booth. But I mean, you could do this outside. But obviously, you know, we're working with a spray booth. And we're going to need to turn that compressor on. Alright, and that is how loud it is. And I'll let it load. I'll let it fill up and we'll come back. And she's full. Alright, so here is what you're gonna need. In my left hand, I have some lacquer thinner. Just some you can get from your local grocery store or hardware store. And acetone. It could be the same brand. Mine are both the same brand, just Rust-Oleum. Whatever brand you can get your hands on. Gloves, of course. I have some gun cleaning Q-tips. I have these in a video. I'll see if I can include both the video and the description. Might as well. Particularly for these tips. As well as any dental cleaners you can find. These I just got off Amazon. But whichever one particularly fits your airbrush. These one fit my airbrush quite well. For the gallery style. And I will show you what I mean. As I'll bring the materials. And you're going to need a cleaning pot. Let me show you what that is. It is one of these. I'll also have a link for one of these. And this, you just put water in it. And any excess paint or whatever, you just blast into here. And it takes up all of that. And then there's a little filter up top. So I use this too. So let me set up the booth. And I'll move you over there. Alright, there is a few things. You're going to need paper towels. Or cloths of some sort, and I like to use a shot glass just to hold my small pieces to let them soak in lacquer thinner and acetone respectively. So let's get right into it. So okay, yeah, she likes to hiss at me when I put her sideways. All right, so we're going to break her down, and I guess, yeah, we don't need the air just yet. Oh. Sorry about that. I don't want you getting sick on me. So, maybe if I... There we go. Now you got more of a better view. Alright, here we go. So, unscrew this counterclockwise if you have a similar airbrush. So, most airbrushes will let you counterclockwise take this. So I have to take this off to get to the needle. Set this aside. Next, remove the needle. Now just unscrew. Give a little gentle tug and pull out straight. There we go. Now I did polish my needle. I think I told you that. Set the needle aside. Unscrew the cup. Set that aside. I like to take off this tip first because for some reason, you know, sometimes it's a little tricky to grab it. The nozzle by itself. Unscrew the nozzle or the cap. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen my needle do that before. So let's see. Yeah, that's cakey stuff. Yeah, we're gonna get all that cakiness off. That's why we're gonna do a thorough clean. I did not like how that behaved at all. You see that? So we're gonna clean that up immediately. And is there any in here? Let me see. Nah, it looks like we're good. Alright, well, I mean, there's some inside, of course, the tip, the middle nozzle, but we're going to clean that out. Alright. So, first things first. Oh, yeah, we're also going to need some pipettes. Anyone is fine for cleaning. Oh. But I like the ones that have the little measurements on them because I also use these for paint. So, let our homie soak. Grab some lacquer thinner. And I like to do a little swirly, like this. Like squirt. Like a flushing. Yeah, like a flushing. Now, this stuff is kind of stinky, so I do recommend using a respirator mask when you're doing this. And depending on how the fumes get, I might have to put mine on too. But the good news is you can turn on the booth to kind of get some of the fumes, so let me just turn it up. There we go. I'm not going to turn it up too high. Oh, there we go. And you can kind of... Yeah, and then we're going to come back and scrub those later. But right now we're just going to let them soak. Alright, now my usual procedure, you don't have to do this in any particular order, but I just do the body first. So why not? Dip one of these dental cleaners in that lacquer thinner and go in on the front and give it a good scrub. Come back in, get another good scrub. Yeah, it's gonna be tons of footage. Get another good scrub. Set that one aside. Now, one I have straight and then one I have bent at an angle, just to get into that needle spot. And I'll show you what I mean. You know, where the needle goes through to hit to the front. So slide it in, and you're gonna bend it at your degree. So yeah, so that is how my airbrush takes apart. For you, you'll have to follow your instructions on how yours comes apart, and that's how it is. It's in there. Give it a little wiggle, kind of give it a scrub-a-dub-dub. Come back for another dip. Another scrub-a-dub-dub. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And that's it for the lacquer for the body. Done for now. Next, we can do this. Yeah, we can do the cup. Because I'm thinking about changing. I'm thinking about using a smaller cup if we're not going to be using as much paint. Because last night, I was using a white primer and clean up spots like that. See that right there? All gone. And just wipe down. I particularly like to wipe down this area. Sometimes there's yeah, see that paint buildup right there? Can get in the screws. I like to wipe down there too. There you go. Boom. There we go. And then, you know, we can kind of just wipe that off. Set that aside. We can save this for later. That's just lacquer thinner on it. And then now, also another thing we can do is grab the Q-tip and then come in here, get into those hard to reach places that your finger and that paper towel can't. And it's lint free, so it can kind of also pick up some of those tricky things. But in other news, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've been my whole family got switched up, so we all got switches, and it's a fantastic experience because now we're just all playing like all types of games together, and discovering new games is always fun. So, see, and that's the problem. When I start talking about gaming, I stop talking. Gunpla just stops. Anyways, and then when Gunpla starts, gaming stops. There's a way to do both. I just gotta figure it out. Okay, so we can go forward to backwards. So we can start with the tip, this big piece here, and we can just grab some lacquer thinner and just go in. We actually might not even need the sharp tip. Let's rub the edges here. See if anything comes up. Not really. Looks like the soap did a really good job. Ooh, but the fans in the back is a really soothing sound. And it's helping take care of that smell too, to be honest. Saving my lungs. Maybe I should turn these up just a little bit. Oh, here we go. There you can see the kind of the color. Maybe, yeah. From the, maybe it's just the lacquer thinner. Anyways, that piece, set that aside. Now we'll work on this piece. And with this, we can kind of work with the dental cleaner, but the dental cleaner, you know, doesn't really do. The Q-tip's really king here. And get in there, get in that nook and cranny. There we go. And just kind of go in there and rub up on there. There we go. Now, where the Q-tip is useless for the most part is on this. Actually, no, it's not. It helps soak it. It helps give a soak and a scrub. I'll say that. Like so. I just dab it. I don't really try to drag it because sometimes it limps up. I like to bring one of these and go in here. And I might have to bring my scraper. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my scraper too. Where is it? One of these. I don't use this often, actually. Funnily enough. Which part? Is it this part? Yeah, there we go. I don't understand what this is for. If it's, anyways. Oh, to take off the blade, probably. Ooh. Close call. All right. Now, what you're gonna do is just no force at all, but gently slide that in and just rotate. And that's it. It doesn't look like it didn't pick up anything. Alright, and then we move on to the acetone. So I take this lacquer thinner and I just throw it in the cleaning jar over here. Let me get in the camera. I just toss it. Just like so. Alright. Next, acetone. Now acetone I just like to do is like my double shot clean, quick clean. But it dries faster than the lacquer thinner. That's why I like to use it for the second shot. And it's recommended to roll up your sleeves. Don't be doing like me and thinking, yeah, roll up your sleeves. I'm tripping. Alright. I'm a messy player. Acetone. We can move off the lacquer thinner to the side. Make some more space for us. Now, acetone you gotta be a little bit more careful with. because you take a little bit, throw some in the jar, or throw some in the cup, flush it, throw another piece in. I'm going to do this twice, and I'm going to close the lid because acetone, I grab 2 pipettes full and then start flushing because that acetone will just evaporate on you real quick. And I'm even going to twist the lid a little bit because, trust me, I've had acetone dry out on me. And it feels like you feel it's literally money going in the air. But we're gonna let these soak in this little acetone bath here. We're fine with that doing what it does. But here, we want to keep it near and dear. Alright. Grab our dental cleaner. I go in with a vigorous. Going for that double take. I'll give it a good scrub. I'm just being excessive with the scrubbing because that primer glow in the dark combo spooked me. Let it go in here and then let it groove all the way in. And a little back and forth motion. Rotate motion. Going for another shot because acetone dries quick. There we go. There we go. Yeah, she's hissing at me because she doesn't like being leaned on the side. Let me show you. I got a crazy setup. So here's a quick release. Quick release. Swallowtail came with it. That was a plus. Quick release from Neoco, I think. GSI Krios moisture trap plus air filter on top with a water moisture trap. But with the humidity currently is at 30% at 69 degrees, so I think we're good. Alright. Body's clean. Next is the cup. Yeah, she really hisses at me. Anyways, she'll get over it. Acetone. Yeah, this is probably where some of it goes. I ain't complaining. I know what I do. Oh! As I say that. Anyways, get it close to the fan so you don't breathe in all that acetone smell or fume. Wear gloves. Just rub around the cup, you know. I mean, we're just honestly, I would say this is I'm basically like detailing right now. You know, some quick detail. I use that for the acetone for the cup. It's pretty much kind of like some quick detailing. All right, and now for these pieces. One good scrub. One good scrub. There we go. And then we scrub this piece here. Also with acetone. We could just use the acetone here. We don't have to dip back in that jar. That's also another thing you can do with the lacquer as well. But for this piece, grab a dental cleaner, and it will fit. Just be careful. This is a 0.28 needle, so it does fit. It does have some loose. I don't force it in there. You gotta wine and dine her first. Alright, and that is it. Next is to clean the needle. And I say the needle last just because it's very pointy. And for that, you can just use cloths. I'm gonna use this very same cloth right here. Bring the lacquer thinner back into the scene. Go like so. And then grab, wipe, grab, squeeze. You can also do a little twisting motion as well. That's what I like to do. And just like that. Not gonna be too much to see. Again, it was a white primer, so probably not the best thing to clean with. Oh, well, you can see it off in the side, the yellow. There we go. Oh, wrong spot. Anyways, silly me. Alright, set these off to the side. See, and this cup is mostly dry. We can just... I'm gonna put the small pieces back in the cup for now. Again, we don't need that much. This is just to give it a little quick shot. Squeeze, pull, twist, pull in the opposite direction of the needle so that you don't juke yourself. And I mean, you know, we only ran one color. It wasn't like she was heavily dirty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty anal with my stuff sometimes. And done. So, put it back together. Because there is one more step. One more step that I like to do, that I like to add. Yeah, she's hissing at me again. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Put these stuff back together. Now, I do a gargling. I'll show you how I do it in between colors very soon, actually. Because might as well, why not? And for this situation, for getting the nozzle tip back in place, I grab my pair of tweezers and I gently grab them. And I gently suggest it into place. Like so. Yeah, stop hissing. Golly, she's very vocal today. She's just like Phoebo. She's got something to say today, huh? There. Alright. And here's the last step. So, what I like to do... What I like to do is you take the needle, slide it in, right? Okay, let me bring the camera back. There we go. And what I like to do is, as we're sliding the needle in, so we're gonna slide the needle in. As we're sliding the needle, kind of just have the air coming through the airbrush, and then you can pull on the trigger all the way, it doesn't matter, but just have air coming through the airbrush and then pull the needle back and forth like so. And that's it. That's what I like to do. And then press your finger. You don't have to press too hard, but press firm. Tighten. Ooh. Press a little firmer than I thought. And reassemble. Yeah, she... Very hissy today. But that's okay. She's not hissy when I spray. And that is it. That's how you clean the airbrush. And on that note... Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I can talk to you about it right here, actually. Detach this.